Hello, my name is Jimmy Reynolds. I'm an agent in Mount Pleasant, Texas, married to my beautiful wife Tracy for the last 24 years. I have a son named Trace who is 14 and a daughter named Avery who is 10. My original experience with Philadelphia American is not as an agent, but as a policyholder. In 2014, my Obamacare premium went up 400% overnight. I told my Blue Cross Blue Shield agent to cancel immediately and that I never wanted to be contacted again. I called Kent Long, a friend of mine from church, and said, "Hey, I need health insurance." He signed me up with HSP3. I've been a happy customer for over 3 years. I had an opportunity to become an investment advisor with MetLife and Mass Mutual out of Oklahoma City. Everywhere I went, everybody kept asking me the same question. "Hey, do you do health insurance? Do you do health insurance? Hey, is there anything you can do to help me save money on health insurance?" So I called Kent once again. I said, "Hey, I'm really happy with this health insurance. Can you tell me how it works as an agent?" So he laid out the opportunity. I said, "How fast can you get me the appointment papers?" The last 14 months have been an incredible ride. This literally has changed our family's life. We've had opportunities to go to New York City, to Connecticut, to Las Vegas on the company. And then here we are in Ireland also. And it doesn't hurt that our savings account has never looked so good. Dr. Chen, Mary, Doug Chapman, my IMO, Kent Long, and Catalyst Insurance Group, thank you so much for this opportunity to help people. But beyond making an income, I have a couple of stories I want to share that are very exciting about what the product does. I have around 170, 175 clients that I take care of. And who's the one person that gets cancer but a long-term friend of the last 30 years? When we went to write his product, his income was really low, family had lost jobs, so they took the one-unit HSP3 product with 10,000 in CI and 2 units of accident. That's all. They went to use the Caris group. My friend had to have his kidney removed, and the cost was $87,000. Caris was able to negotiate this down 90%. Now, his critical illness and one unit HSP3 benefit was enough to take care of everything and even have a little bit of money left over. It's very exciting to sell a product that you feel confident in, knowing that if something happens, people are going to be taken care of. And a little personal story. My son fell in gym class and thought he had broke his elbow. We went in and used our 2 units of HSP3, had outpatient triple view x-rays at our local hospital and an extended doctor's office visit. We were only out $10 for that visit because of our accident coverage that goes in addition to HSP3. It's an exciting time to be a part of this opportunity, helping people. I believe I've helped people save over $500,000 in annual premium over their Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I'm at a place in my business that people call me every day. We're at a point now, there's not a day go by that someone doesn't call and ask for health insurance. New Era Life, Philadelphia American, Dr. Chen, Mary, Doug, Kent, thanks for the opportunity to help others and to change our lives at the same time. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Vic Pritchard. I'm a licensed insurance broker. I've been in the business about 9 years. And about 6.5 years ago, I joined the Doug Chapman National Group Marketing Team and started selling the Philadelphia American under age 65 products. I work here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I sell insurance primarily over the telephone and internet personally, and I also manage a team of about 10 agents. A lot has happened over the last 8 or 9 years since I've been in the business, particularly with healthcare reform. And one thing that I can say is that one carrier out there of all the carriers that I think has adapted the best to the changes in the market has been Philadelphia American. They are now on the 3rd generation, as many of you know, of the Health Saver Plan, where they have consistently improved benefits. They've consistently added innovative new programs like an affordable PPO dental plan, short-term medical plans, gap insurance plans, which has really, I think, helped Philadelphia to stand out from all the other competitors out there. The changing healthcare environment has caused millions of agents to literally leave the health insurance business for the under 65 market. What we found, those of us that have remained with Philadelphia American have found that the market now is better than ever because, as everyone knows, guaranteed issue government supported health insurance plans are very, very expensive for someone that has to pay the retail price tag. And of course, the networks have narrowed as well. And so Philadelphia American has a great affordable PPO network plan. From my experience over the last 7-8 years, Philadelphia American has by far done the best job of any carrier in adapting and improving plan benefits from year to year, looking at what the competition's doing. I love their core philosophy of taking care of the customer and taking care of the agent. And there's a lot of companies that can do one or the other, but really finding that combination of those two things to me is what has made working with National Group Marketing at Philadelphia American such a great experience. Recently, as many of you know, Philadelphia American has added two very important benefits that very few carriers would sell standard with their base health plan. One, of course, is Teladoc. Telemedicine's huge, and again, this gives us a competitive advantage over other under age 65 health plans. The other is the professional post-hospital negotiation services, which on a fixed benefit indemnity plan is a very, very important attribute. Other carriers, like United Healthcare, for example, have a plan that pays a daily hospital benefit. If there's any remaining hospital balance, of course, the client is just on their own. So these are the types of things that Philadelphia has done to really stay a step ahead of the competition. Not only is Philadelphia American able to offer the best plan at the lowest premium with the best benefits, but if you look at behind the scenes, the company operating philosophy and the smooth experience that a customer and an agent experience from the quoting to the online application submission to the streamlined electronic underwriting process, and then after the service after the sale and claims and customer service, in my experience, is unparalleled with any other carrier. And that's one of the reasons why Philadelphia American is, for me, is the product with the highest persistency of any health carrier out of probably 15 carriers that I've worked with over the last 9 years. With New Era Life and Philadelphia American, I feel like kind of a part of their big agent family. They have constant incentive trips, cash bonus programs, unparalleled experiences for agents, so that you feel more like part of the actual carrier and the agent community rather than just a number on a piece of paper like you would with some of the larger carriers. As you can see, 99% of my business is done just over the internet and telephone. And one thing Philadelphia has done is they've put together a plan that's easy for the consumer to understand, that can be presented through email and by telephone, so that we don't necessarily have to meet with someone at their home or business to sell a policy. And so 99% of my sales have been over the telephone and internet, and the marketing materials that the carrier has for us to present, for instance, the enhanced benefit sheet that talks about the Teladoc, the PPO network, the post-hospital negotiation. These types of things have made it possible for me to sell over 4,000 policies on the internet and telephone over the last 8 years. The vast majority of those have been Health Saver policies with ancillary products from Philadelphia American. And so that's really what sets Philadelphia American apart as well, is a simple, easy to understand, affordable health plan that people can actually put in their budget and afford to keep for a long period of time. With Philadelphia American, you've got a carrier where if you have a problem or you need help, you can call and physically talk to a person. In many of those cases, these are people that I've met at various incentive vacations or at headquarters in Houston. And so to me, that's made a huge difference in the level of trust that I have for the integrity of the company. I'd just like to say thank you personally to Dr. Chen and the entire staff at Philadelphia American headquarters in Houston. What a great carrier to work with. My experience has been wonderful for the past 6+ years. I know that we have many more great record-breaking years to come. I'd like to close with a little story about a recent hurricane that they had down in the Houston area. And one thing that says a lot about a company is when the headquarters is flooded and no one's working, but the agents still got paid exactly to the minute electronically when we normally would have received our deposit that week, thanks to people working from remote locations. Things like this you won't find in any other carrier, I guarantee you. And again, thanks. It's been great. Let's have a lot more great years together.
Doug Chapman asked me to say a few words about what Philadelphia American and working with them has meant to me. So I'd give real quick history. Back in 2010, when Obamacare was rumored, I had been selling health insurance for several years and represented maybe 22 different companies. And I remember getting this notification from Assurant that there was going to be a commission adjustment. That's never a good thing. And my 22% commission went down to 4%. And I literally asked them if they're going to send me a gas card. And so I was looking for options and struggling. I think that year, 2010, 2011, I might have made about $18,000 in the insurance business. So I was doing a few other things just to survive. Met Doug Chapman. He told me about Philadelphia American's product. And it took me a little time to get my head around it. But once I understood it, that next year my income probably quadrupled. I probably made $70,000, something like that. And it was just a huge difference. And then I think a year later, I qualified for the leadership conference. Once I got my head around, I had to unlearn a few things from the major medical side. And once I got my head around it, started really producing some, qualified for leadership conference. And I think within a year or so, I'd broken 6 figures. And I don't think I've been under 6 figures since then. And last year got interesting. Things are going well. And I made a decision about a year and a half ago that I have a special need in my life. It's my daughter, Sarah, and I need to make more money than I can on my own. So I decided to build an agency. And when I did that, all of a sudden you have to wear more hats. I'm no longer sales guy, Kent Long. I'm agency owner, Kent Long, and have to do some things with websites and leads and help training people and things like that. And I recruited a couple guys who I'm so proud have done really well with us. They're actually here with us, Jimmy Reynolds and Bill Lovell, and they're part of the team. And the team's growing by leaps and bounds, and things are going really, really well. I'm following Doug's pattern, and Doug's showing me how to develop an agency and continue to recruit and develop training, putting new systems in place. And you need to understand that Doug told me if I just follow him and stay with what he's doing, he has been really innovative in some things that we've been able to do with the products. Dr. Chen, Dave Collette, Mary, the whole team at Philadelphia American has continually improved the product. Go look at HSP1 if you don't believe me. And HSP1 is massively different than the Health Choice Select. And so we're in the right place with the right product. And even last week, Dave Collette told me about a couple new improvements that are going to fix the problems that we have with our product. So now we're no longer selling insurance, we're problem solvers. If you're a problem solver, you'll win every time. So we want to thank Dr. Chen and Mary and the entire Philadelphia American family for all they've done for us. Thank you.